I'm 3 mad. So apparently when I'm trying to show y'all different pictures, the program crashes. So whatever previews that I wanted to show, I should have loaded them up before the stream so it would just switch to a stream flawlessly rather than trying to load a file up, I guess. I don't fucking know. I'm so sorry. This is the worst viewing experience on the goddamn planet. If I were you, I'd be so pissed. I just came over to Twitch because YouTube is tripping. No, it's not even YouTube. It's Streamlabs. This shit. I like it though. I like Streamlabs because of the fluidity. If that's a word. I don't think that's a word. But damn it. I'm just gonna have to talk to you about what I mean. No worries. Is the bitrate? No, it might be the FPS or the frame rate, maybe. But I don't know. It's acting up. It just updated and started doing stupid shit. I'm sorry. You said maybe adjust your bit. Nope, it's on optimized settings, so you might be seeing me in the most crappiest quality ever just to make things go smooth. It's cool. You think you say it's cool? I hate that stuff. I hate not looking, and I'm a Leo, right? So we don't like to be wrong. 2, we hate to disappoint. Okay, so stupid. Hate it with a passion. No, it's statistics. I'm struggling. No bueno. Okay, basically, what I was trying to show you is just trying to add realistic detail to these characters or whatever, right? I'm scared to touch the computer. I don't want anything blowing up on me. And shout out to Cold Heart Angel. And she's in Twitch right now, not the YouTube chat. Uh-oh. I don't think YouTube is gonna let me go live anymore. Hold on, let me see. Let me see what it did. You were streaming on YouTube as well? Yeah, so I'm here from YouTube Love. Hey y'all. Yeah, a lot of issues with my stream. He said, yep, it's a Leo thing. I'm just happy to see you're active. I'm patiently waiting. Cool. It's a level of my activeness where I'm just up and down. And I was giving a shout out to Cold Heart Angel because they're on Twitch right now. And they have been one of those people who have been riding along and giving input and being just as excited as I am for what we're trying to accomplish. And it blows my mind. Just even though there's obviously more than 5 of y'all who want that, I do everything in my power to not feel like a legitimate failure because I go in and out of wanting to be better at anything a lot of the time. So when you do see me, it means that a lot of aspects of my triangle, of my life cycle triangle, is in a good position, right? Relationship cool, mental health cool, work cool. And when these 3 things are cool, it makes me feel more motivated to finish what I started, you know? Because the life of being an online content creator has just been so interesting, to say the least, in many cases. I think about where we were 10 years ago to the things that I focus on today, and how many things no longer upset me when it comes to the internet, you know? Like, things used to make me mad, like platforms taking things away, or like someone shutting me down because they don't like my content or whatever. And like trying, you know, like when you're a creator, you think everything that you make is the most spectacular thing on the planet, right? It's still important to have those feelings when you want to, you know, create. But yeah, exactly. Your mindset, it changes often. Your mindset, the self-awareness of yourself, it changes. The things that I dub important changes every day, not every other month. And, you know, y'all have heard me say that over and over. But with this, I've never loved something as much as I do as this story for some reason. And just as much as we're all sick and tired of these show reboots, I feel like I'm adding to that same damn bucket of fire, because we could have, continued on and just kept going, kept going, kept going. But something feels off of having it be one way with the advancement of technology, and love it this much to only be able to love it in one form. You get what I mean? I feel like it's the same thing with comic books. Like someone wrote up Batman and said, this nigga got Robin over here, and they be jumping off in Gotham talking about we saving hoes, but in reality we assholes, And then someone took that character, redeveloped and reimagined over and over again, and that's how I like to see it. But with these TV shows, we did not need this iCarly, okay? We did not need this Fuller House. There's a lot of these shows that were popular in the 90s that are getting these reboots that we just did not need. And I feel like less and less of the industry is creating original content. You know what I'm saying? Like original, like what about the now? Granted, there are good shows there, but this nostalgic thing, is just... it's irritating, because I feel like a lot of these people are ruining good things, right? And I don't want to do the same thing, It's like, it's facts. Everything is a reboot, nothing original anymore. It said Rugrats is ugly as there was no purpose in doing that. That mediocre mess of a reboot broke my soul. I know, okay, this probably is the wrong audience to talk about this, but I'm going to discuss it because I watched the first episode of it last night. So I'm sitting there in my 20s, a huge fan of the show iCarly on Nickelodeon. Because one, I was a huge fan of all that. I love sketch comedy, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the shows that Nickelodeon had in the 90s, My Brother and Me, Kenan and Kel, The Amanda Show, the random bits of childlike humor is something that I truly adore. And I feel like iCarly was one of those lasting things that had that random humor. You know what I mean? So that's one of the reasons why I put I in front of Hartbeat. Not because I was a huge fan of the show, but because iCarly was the epitome of what being a YouTuber was, right? She kind of did it before it was cool doing it the way they wrote it. It was like the first of its kind. So when I put I in front of my name, it means first of its kind, in my opinion, right? And I don't think anyone's ever known that about why I have I Heartbeat instead of just at Hartbeat, right? So when iCarly announced that it was doing this reboot without Sam Puckett as a character, you thinking, okay, we understand Jeanette McCurdy, she was acting because of her mother, and now that her mother's no longer there, she doesn't have the passion for acting the way she used to. But it was so unnecessary, right? It was so unnecessary to do this thing that had such childlike humor to try and add adult. And then it doesn't bother me that they added this black lady as Carly's roommate. That's dope to see. Like, I can't even complain on that. That's so dope to see. Regardless, I don't give a fuck. But it feels like a punch in the gut, because it's like, oh, we have a way to be more diverse, but their idea of being more diverse is literally just having her skin color and her stereotype on the screen, right? She's playing that typical black roommate as if a white person wrote it, and it's like, I was cringing throughout the whole fucking episode. It was so uncomfortable. I was cringing. There were a couple parts that made me, laugh. Like when they went up to the studio and Spencer had those fucking voodoo, those ventriloquist dolls hanging on strings. Like it's that about the random humor that I absolutely love, and it was cute when it was out, but Sam Puckett was the best character on the show, and they have Miranda Cosgrove trying to carry it, So I don't know. Anyways, my point being is that, this nostalgia phase with television, I wish that more people had the ability to create what they wanted to see on screen without fear of public backlash, because that shit is annoying. It's getting annoying. It's been annoying for the last 5 years. Is it you're not rocking with the reboot? Personally, I enjoyed it, but to each their own. Yeah, there are criticisms to be made of it. Exactly. As much as like, as much as we love certain films and TV series that bring nostalgia and we wish for a continuation, deep down we know they shouldn't be touched, right? I still haven't started watching it yet. Is that I think there was a scandal with her and her producer in the past concerning abuse. No, it could be that too, but at the end of the day, like, you know, you gotta let people move on. And I'm like, I would be, if I knew her personally, I'd be, as a friend, I'd be really proud that she knows what she wants, you know. But certain things just should not be touched again. Just create something new. And then the thing about a lot of film and TV is, I don't know what it is, but it's like a lot of the child actors and stars are like really plastic and don't really hold a lot of personality the way they did in the past. And you know what I mean? Like, you know that by, it just sounds like everyone is reading their lines and not acting, right? Like, it's like this format, like, you said that you and Taylor were going to go to the movies later. I didn't say me and Taylor are going to the movies later. And then there's this whole ass, dry ass laugh track of the same bitch laughing throughout the whole goddamn episode. It's like, yo, where the punchlines at? What are y'all? It feels so dry. I understand that our interest in humor changes over time, but I will look at past episodes of That's So Raven and just die of laughter for the originality of it all. Like, I die every single time Reggie and Chelsea bang on the lockers to open it up. For some reason, it was just something about childhood personalities that, I don't know, captivated me. Maybe it's because I grew up with, I don't fucking know. It's just something about these new shows that just feels so dry and dull, and everyone's scared to tell a new, straightforward story, you know? It's like therapeutic to tap into this part of my childhood that grew up with me, but originally is lacking in television. We need new stuff too, yeah. He said, your hair is beautiful. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate it. They're trying to replicate how they were in their teens, and it's feels very robotic, yeah. He said, I think it's really hard for them to get back into their characters after many years. True. That's very true as well. He said, do you feel like it's a lack of writers? I know that there's not enough black people in writers' rooms. I know that much. Not enough people of color in writers' rooms in general. He said, controversial opinion, but I'm not too fond of Disney live action remakes. Can't they come up with something new? They're just microwaving the same shit. Just change a thing or two. My least favorite Disney live remake was Lion King for sure. Jungle Book was cute, you know. Aladdin, it was actually kind of cute. It was nice to see Will Smith not try and be Robin Williams. Like, that was nice. But then we also got to recognize that I feel like Disney is doing its due diligence to try and right a lot of the wrongs that they had in the past. Because you got to think about it. The whole cast of Aladdin when it came out was all white people. All white people playing these characters, right? So then you fast forward, they get people of the actual ethnicities and backgrounds, but fuck that Jafar. I want to punch the casting director in the face who casted that Jafar. No disrespect to him, because he did really good on that Hulu movie. I can't remember the name of that movie or something. The Replaceables. I can't remember what it was called. That Jafar was a horrible cast, and they could have got somebody better. But that was a terrible Jafar. Oh my God. But a lot of these shows that we had on VHS tape, all of these movies had nothing but white people playing every single damn character. So that's the one thing that I do appreciate of these live remakes. Like, the whole casting situation of The Lion King was dope, but it got drowned out with the dude just focused on it being realistic and CGI, when really all we got was this National Geographic talking animals documentary. It, like, if you close your eyes and watch the new Lion King, it's dope as hell, except for the villains for some reason. But they could have, I don't know. It's not to trash on it, but these live action remakes, I get why they're doing it, but good Lord. I really thought the live action. Disney needs to start introducing new things, new movies, new shows, Disney Channel originals, everything feel carbon copy. And what if we tweak this? Well, we also got to sit and acknowledge that the realm of film and television has changed so drastically, especially with the pandemic and everything, right? And be honest, you're online watching either other people or game streamers, or, you're doing something different than you would have been in the 90s, because that's all we had back then, right? They're like, oh, this is what they're gonna get because this is all they got. But now we have options. Now they're competing with different wavelengths. You see all these damn streaming services like, oh, $6.99 a month to get original content over here, but there might be some ads in there, but if you pay $12.99, we'll take the ads out. And it's this weird form of competition where I feel like everyone is mostly just trying to survive rather than create things that they really, really want to see, And I think when you got a lot of money involved, people stop caring, after a while. Like, I think about with Netflix and all of its originals. Don't get me wrong, there's like bomb Netflix originals, but because, they get in these monthly subscriptions, I feel like there's a lot of people who don't work hard at what they trying to project anymore. Said, like, Simba's supposed to be cute, not like he'd attack me if I turn my back to him. Simba's supposed to be cute, not that he would turn his back on me. Oh no, like, if I turn my back, he's supposed to pounce on my ass. That's not how I want Simba to feel. This nigga singing at me needs to be a little bit more mature instead of always appealing to kids. Well, that's what's worked with them over the years. And then you also got to remember that kids are just so much smarter now than we were. Dummies in the 90s, right? We were so stupid trading Pokemon cards, talking about Pikachu gonna get your ass, bitch. Fuck your Squirtle. Let me pull out my Game Boy. I'm on that Pokemon Yellow while you on that Pokemon Blue, bitch. Say something else to me, right? We was so dumb and distracted. Playing Sega for hours and hours just trying to finish the damn Sonic game, but keep getting hit and losing all the coins. They had shows like Teletubbies and the Wiggles and the Doodle Bops. Oh my goodness. We weird. Yeah, Sid the Science Kid. Bill Nye the Science Guy, right? Over here trying to tell us we smart, but we the main cause of global warming and shit. Dumb. I'm missing everything. And they need to stop trying to own everything. Hold on, I'm missing a lot of, because the HBO honestly has content on lock, but their servers suck ass. Yeah, it's pretty bad over there. When you put out the new Sims series and it becomes a success, because it will, yes, bitch, into fruition, will you ever go back to doing your own skits like you used to on YouTube? I see it. I wrote an idea for a mockumentary that I think would be kind of dope, but I'm not going to give like too much details of what it's about. And they need to stop trying to own everything. I think movie makers should be more diverse, like Issa Rae, and her products are one of my favorites. Yes, I love me some Issa Rae just as much. I do think The Little Mermaid is going to be good, though. Yeah, I'm excited for The Little Mermaid, too. I'm really excited for Candyman. You don't understand. He said, do you miss the creativity that comes from formulating skits? Not all the time, because working on things with a production of people is dope, and things go so much smoother when you only have to focus on a couple tasks rather than all of the tasks. But when you're making skits with no funding behind it, regardless if you're getting like sponsorships or not, most of these people who are coming to help you are willing to do it out of the kindness of their hearts. And that's just something at this age that I'm at right now that I'm just not cool with. If I ask you to work with me, I want to put you on payroll, period. And it's not that it's impossible. It's that things are just going to take a little bit longer to go up and running, because I got to find my funding somewhere. I hate asking people to do things for me and I can't pay them. I don't give a fuck if it's out of the kindness of your heart, but it's a personal thing for me. Obviously, some people are okay with that, obviously, but I'm just one of those people I'm not okay with that shit, and I had to accept that a while ago. I just don't see the point of creating something that was done before. It was like writing the same book but changing the dialogue and adding some new scenes. Why can't they leave great movies alone? I can understand people being nostalgic and seeing a different spin to the story, but now it seems to me that there's way more remakes than new stories that we can fall in love with. You're completely right about this. It's like, I ain't have Peppa Pig growing up, okay? I ain't had no Peppa Pig growing up, alright? We was with the busy town. We was watching a worm fly in an Apple helicopter, talking to his best friend who was a cat in blue jeans, talking about this town is busy, alright? These motherfuckers just be around doing things. We was watching an anteater talk to a rabbit who was Arthur. What is Arthur? Is he a bear? What is Arthur? I'm sitting here thinking about it. I'm like, okay, everybody on the show was obviously an animal. I remember a rabbit. I don't even remember a bear. We had Little Bear. We had Franklin. Hey, it's Franklin. Oh, man, what? Coming over to play. That was my bitch. Okay? That was my little hoe. Loved him. I ain't have a big on I can. What are the doodle bops? We're the doodle bops. Oh, yeah. Can I have some of your stamina for this series, though? What you mean? Where my stamina at? They remaking everything, huh? And soon they'll start remaking Riverdale. Just you watch. Facts. Oh, my goodness. Anybody watch Good Girls? I have not. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of shows that I'm missing right now. And I haven't been wanting to sit and watch one, because one, I'm a binger. If I start something, I have to finish it, and I'm not gonna move for 2 days just trying to finish the show up, right? And I'm trying not to watch too many things, because I notice, like, if I watch something, it'll end up in my writing somehow, and I don't want to jock anything, you feel me? So I'm just trying to move forward what I got going on and then watch some things later, you feel me? Just your driving passion. I burn out too easily. I burn out easily too. Y'all forgetting, like, there was like a cool little 3 months where I was like, you know what? I'm going to focus on building computers a little bit, because I feel a little bit overwhelmed trying to make this all happen. And, you know, did that. It worked out in our favor, you know? I say y'all should watch Infinity Train. Ooh, please tell me that someone watched Adventures of the Gummy Bears. It sounds so familiar, but I remember the Care Bears. Ooh, Heart, you blushing? No, I'm sunburned. Yeah, it happened several days ago, and I was out on set in the sun the whole day, from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. with no sunblock, forgetting that I do not own as much melanin as the rest of my family. And I burnt up like a white lady. Oh my gosh, a white lady with 4C hair, bitch. It was all bad. Okay. Oh, I guess the face wash that I use don't have what's the stuff that you need in order to protect you from the sun. The one I'm using, like a deep cleanse, and it doesn't have the right stuff in there. So call me bacon, because I was sizzling, bitch. Okay, it was bad. Ooh, it was so bad. I wanted to ask you about how the overlay process works for the realistic skins. You say you had an artist working on bets. Okay, so with you can do it in The Sims 2, where you can mesh different overlays together to create one skin tone. But Blender does it in a way to where you can add a skin tone and then lower the opacity of one to give dominant features to the other one, right? Let me give you an example, because I've showed this before. Let's open up Tracy and hope that the program doesn't crash. If it crashes, I'm just letting you know, if the stream crashes again, I'm not gonna go live again, and I apologize in advance for it just cutting off with no goodbye warning or anything. So all right, but we're good for now. Here we go. All right, so with these skin tones, one, I'm really happy with Tracy's skin tone and his mix, because him not in Blender, he would have looked like this with the average skin overlay as a sim. Let me show you. Here it is. Okay, so this is what his sim would just look like, which is cool within itself, but with mixed into a realistic skin tone here, you know, it gives some depth. Like, so this is the plain skin, and then this would be the skin that it's mixed with. And obviously it's a little bit too jarring, too overbearing for this lighting situation, but still dope nonetheless. You know what I mean? Like, I like this too. But with it blended, you get a little bit of him and it at the same time. You feel me? Tracy and, you know? And I think it works out. Like, I like it. I like the detail for it. You feel me? And he said, damn, he looks real. He said, I definitely remember that. This is why I stay in cast, right? So yeah, that's the really dope part of Blender. And obviously there's other character creation apps other than Blender. Like, I honestly wish I didn't need to rip the 3D models of these sim characters to add into Blender, but it was like the easiest thing for me to do, at least because of how much I was still learning in the process of all that. But there's Dad Studio, there's iClone, there's all these different character creations that there's a whole community for that already. Like, there's this whole community online of virtual people. Instead of plasting your real self on the internet, they're streaming and vlogging and as virtual characters instead of themselves. And I wish that I discovered this shit 10 years ago. I'm mad anybody knows who the hell I am personally, to be honest. And said, what made you change up Bet's look? I don't know if y'all, okay, so years ago when the show was already going as Sim Living Color, right? Lexi, rest in peace to Lexi. Y'all, a lot of y'all might not know her, but she was like, she's been rocking with me since the beginning of like the YouTube career, and she passed away 2 years ago. And it made it difficult to want to start connecting with people, with like supporters again, because she was like a real one, but she passed away of cancer. And while the show was running in Sim Living Color, yes, Lexi was the truth. When the show was running in Sim Living Color, she was she's a huge lesbian follower, right? She follow Young M.A., she follow all the popular celebrities, right? So she runs into this chick named Prop online, and she sounds and looks just like Bet. I'm fucking telling you, okay? So I don't know if I can like show you per se, because I don't want it to, if I share my screen, and then I'm gonna pause my music. If I pause my music and turn on the desktop audio and share my screen, hopefully I don't have any nudes up. Oh, we gotta close the titties out. Here we go. If I share my screen and show you the inspiration of this chick, ever since I saw her, now all I see is her as Bet. So hold on, let me see if I can find it. And shout out to Prop. First, I'm gonna show y'all a picture. It's not the best picture. Display capture. Boom. Okay. Saw a picture of her and was like, yo, why is this Bet? But the more crazy part about it all, the more intense part about it all, right? Hold on, hold up. Let me switch the flav here. Is how she sounds. Display.
Why do y'all keep choosing violence? The fuck you mean the FDA gonna ban blunts? So now I gotta smoke them tired ass papers? I don't give a fuck. Don't come at me where you gotta know how to roll. I don't like papers. I like blunt. Why do y'all keep choosing violence? The fuck you mean the FDA gonna ban?
Was y'all able to hear any of that? I couldn't tell because the thing wasn't popped up. Yeah, she's an artist. She got some music out right now. I know you're doing her proud, Big Tracy. She's an artist. What's her name? Hood. Hold on, wait. They said spot on. We love to see it. Yeah, it sounds like Bet for sure. Bet, that's you in real life? Holy shit. Yeah. So I got the chance to meet Prop. You know, her and Demi are friends. And Demi's taking her picture a couple good times. I hope that she's doing well. Um, and, you know, I don't talk to her often, but ever since like seeing her, like all I see is Bet. All I hear is Bet, right? The mannerisms, the voice, 10 out of 10. And she fine. He said, and she fine too. Okay. Be careful now. He said, oh, that's Bet in real life. I didn't meet Prop until after creating Bet, right? We made Bet first. We made Bet sound the way she's supposed to sound. And the way she talking is like, why y'all even going at me like that, bro? Like, knock it off. Like, y'all always just saying stupid shit around me and I can't take none of that. Like, we embodied the character already and then we met Prop after that. And it's like, oh my God, she exists. She exists. That is crazy because I ain't never knew. That was nuts. So when you ask me like why do you want to redefine Bet and switch her up a little bit, it was specifically after having that experience. You know what I mean? Does she I don't know if she watches the story as much, you know, because she got her own thing going on. And it makes me, you know, I don't like talking about this in real life because I will not shut up about it. And I realized that the first time I met her, we went out to dinner and I could not shut up about how much she reminded me of Bet. And Demi was like, hey, calm down. Let's just enjoy ourselves and have fun and eat and talk. You know, so I don't know if the story is something that she is even interested in or any of that, but I did get to talk to her about how eerie it is that she looked just like a character. He said, oh my God, she exists. Have Demi ever helped with the voice acting? Demi might be going ahead and playing the role of Dr. Lewis, but it really depends. When I was watching the previous live stream of me trying to do this before, when I listen back to me trying to redo these voices, I feel like I'm doing a shitty job. I hate going back and hearing it because I can't hear any difference when I switch from one voice to the other one. But I don't know if it's because of how long I've been working on this thing. Plus, when I'm trying to reenact the voices while we're live, there's no pitch shifting, there's no vocal changer. So I hope y'all keep that in mind, you know? So I wonder if I have a test of a pitch shift voice. Let me see. This one, yeah, these aren't gonna have any vet. Nope.
Alright, so hey, what's good, right everybody? Alright, so hey, what's good?
Why? I don't have Pro Tools on this computer anymore because I had to factory reset it when my shit got hacked. So never mind, no preview on that, I guess. Well, all right. You say you got a ETA on release? Dr. Lewis, that bitch. And he said, yeah, I caught the live. Did me help with some bomb ass scenes. Yanti and Messy scenes was one of my favorites. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, Demi's writing. Demi's writing. I don't know what else to say. She's a fantastic writer. The funny thing about all this is that yes, we're getting a remastered version of Yanti's episode in the way that it should be. I think I have a way to show you what Yanti's new village looks like if you missed it on one of the Twitch streams, but let me try and find it. And hope that this motherfucker don't crash. Okay, all right. Let's go to scenes, sets, Yanti's village. And let's open this. We might get some freezing. We might get some popping because... You say, y'all some authors. No, not yet. I was just gonna ask about a program. Have you? I was gonna ask, have you ever thought about getting a program voice changer to help differentiate if needed? I'm looking into getting a specific box, but the way using the editing program is a little simpler because I like being able to hear my tone while the voice is being changed. There are certain things that I could get, but the program that I have is doing it kind of okay. He said, are you still going with Yaya having vision problems? Yes, because that's a part of who she is, and we're gonna utilize it in a better way. Because remember, when we were writing for Yaya, we were trying to keep a lot of the characters mysterious and didn't know anything about them. But we're gonna be a little bit more consistent in terms of like who they are and what they stand for. So we'll be able to understand very early on that Yaya can barely see, and that's why she's always running around in those glasses. She can see a little bit, but she mostly can see like the outlines of people. Her vision is blurred. She's, 43% blind. And there's a reason for that. It ties into what happens in the past. Are you still going with... Please don't crash. What audio vibe are you going for? Like, what music do you want for the show? And would it be more silence plus sound effects? There will be more silence during dialogue scenes, for sure. I was scared of this because of how our editing style was in the past, but after so much criticism and people who actually work on film and television telling me, like, they're like, oh, your idea is cute, but you really got to pause that music during dialogue scenes so people can really understand what's going on. Like, our whole, my whole shtick is to have music playing in the background because music can carry a story just as much as any dialogue can. But in order for things to be taken seriously, for certain scenes to have a little bit more impact, trying to learn how to do it without music playing in the background has shown like a visual sense of maturity in a way. You know what I mean? So it's not what we're used to, but it is a good thing that we're taking it in that direction. It gives more leeway for these motherfuckers to be able to react and actually act with each other. All right, so this is Yanti's new neighborhood, which is very exciting. This scene. All right, the color's a little off, but the brief synopsis behind this world is that, hold on. When we were doing it in The Sims, we didn't really have an area that looked like the part of Africa that I want them to be from. Now, I still, until like we actually see the actual episode and what is in the actual dialogue, I made this with the idea that Yanti and Yaya are from Kenya, okay? But researching different military bases in Nigeria, researching different, researching the different ways Africa was in the early 2000s, that's subject to change. But the idea, the base idea of where Yanti and Yaya and Nobu, are from this militarized zone that Nobu's father is the sector leader of, basically. So they have strong curfews. They're constantly at war with other parts of the city, you know what I mean? And the area is very strict. Everyone is very religious. Not necessarily everybody, but that's what I wanted. So let me try and have this up. What happened to your Sim channel on YouTube? I had to remake it. It got terminated from YouTube a while back. Sound effects. You don't do Let's Plays anymore. I haven't had the ambition to continuously do Let's Plays because I just got really enthralled with what we were doing with this story. It makes it difficult to continuously make Sims when I'm so stuck on particular characters. I can't get over the ones that we already made, you know. So it's so dope how everyone's past haunts them to the point where they can't escape it. Maybe add realistic background noises too, like walking background, speaking in public spaces. Of course, I think we were doing a good job with it, but not the best of last time. But yes, definite ambient sounds. I said, if you haven't already, well, this is good. This is dope. Where's the background guy who was carrying the box? He's in the back. You don't see him? Oops, didn't mean to do that. You don't see his fly ass holding this box in the back. Okay. All right. But the thing I learned with Blender is this not being the video game, the same way this image is. Okay, so we're focused on this one little image right here and we're getting some good depth of field and stuff like that. That's what matters to me. To be able to set the scene without having to do too much. And when we were live before working on this, we were just adding in random ass like bobs in the back. So you know, it filled in a few things. So obviously when this part of the story happens, it looks a lot busy, so much more busier with people walking around and things going on and happening. And then on a completely different Blender file would be the inside of Yanti's home. And I believe I decided on this being Yanti's home right here, just the exterior. And then we'll build another set for the interior or whatever. And it's, you know, less going on, less to do. So when, it's just so much deeper. All the research that we did of what people who go to international schools have to go through in order to just go to one, it is such a scam, dude. So basically, Yanti's parents completely bet on her future, right? It costs $30,000 to enroll in schooling from pre-K all the way to the end of 12th grade, right? So her parents, like her dad basically built this village for the military and made a deal with them, and the military paid him for building all of these huts for them. Her father spent all of that money to put her into school from when she was a baby all the way up until the age that she's in right now. And and y'all already know the sad part about all that, right? And it said, just showed up. Is this about Yanti? It sure is. Yes. He's seriously holding it with such conviction. Yep. You will be a celebrity in a small village. You have a favorite cinematic scene yet? The movie theater scene. I'm really pumped for that part. He's seriously holding it. It's really cool to see you making your own stuff like this. I just got started with Blender, but for sculpting. That's good. You're probably better at me at sculpting than I am. Like, because we were always building sets on The Sims, it made it a little bit more simpler to try and do in here. But a lot of the assets that I do get are from CG traders, so I don't have to do too much out of all the sets that I know that I have to get done. Most of them are done. Most of them are there because we found a simpler way to get them done. It's really cool to see me. I have missed some episodes. Where are they streaming at now? Nothing has been streamed since what you knew as Sim Living Color Season 2, Episode 6. It's no longer called Sim Living Color. It has been officially named and taken out of The Sims. It is now called Gemini, and there hasn't been an official announcement of that yet. No official trailer yet. Just me discussing on what my plans are from this point on. You know, with everything that I've done and researched, you know. He said, damn, you make me want to learn this program so badly and put my series in Blender. It's a lot to think about, but I feel like there's some people out there who could be a lot quicker than I am. He said he really knows how to hold that box. Question, did you do some method acting before he took on the difficult job of portraying a carrier? Shut up, Cold Heart. Shut up. Just showed up. It's about Yanti. I love hearing all this behind the scenes research. Yes, no lie. I've always felt Yanti should have her own series. Turn up. That's definitely smart. How's the logo / indent idea coming along? It still looks the same. I haven't done anything extra to it. This show is going to go down in history like Boondocks did for us. All the effort will not go in vain. I remember what type of views you were getting before all this new software came out. It's going down. Super excited. Yo, the way y'all got me hype in fruition, not even knowing how far along I am. And then the funny part about it all is like where we started and how we weren't really taking it seriously in the beginning. Technology has changed so much, right? To where what we did in the past did not age well at all. So there's like a huge possibility that whatever we do now just will not age well at all. So we have to come to terms that technology changes faster than actual humans on a film television set, you know? So did the stream disconnect that whole time? Did it crash again? Ooh, this quality is terrible, y'all. 720p. This is how y'all gonna do me? Oh my god. I need to plug this motherfucker up. I vow that whatever stream I do next is not allowed to mess up. That's what I vow. Oh my goodness. Hey, beautiful. You brought me a smoothie. Yeah. Thank you. Can I have some cheek? Be careful with mine.
You look good. Hi. This is my fiance.
Hey. Mm-hmm. Is that what we're... Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Bye.
Are you gonna go poop?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say have fun pooping. Let it all out. Hey. It crashed on Twitch. If you refresh, what happens? Ooh, cute. You know what? I just thought about it. I remember when y'all first met. Wow, this is dope. I met her when... What episode of this was out when we met? Mm-hmm. No. Mm-mm. That's not when we met. We was already living together.
No, for Yanti's episode, we were living together. When you released that one, I said right before Yanti's episode. The episode before Yanti's episode.
4. Yeah. Yeah. We had previous live streams on YouTube when me and her was dating for the first time. And she would call in and I'd get the flirting. and she'd get to flirting.
Yeah.
And then
And I couldn't resist you after a certain amount of time.
and then I got addicted to you.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm still addicted to her.
Shit.
I'm so addicted to her. Like when you come
She
inside
has me by the throat. Like, I'm fucked up. She has me fucked up.
Really?
Honestly, dude. No, not in a bad way though.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm obsessed with
Yeah?
her just as a human. Yes.
I'm obsessed with you.
You're so beautiful. Look at that glow after that burn though. Like, look how beautiful she looks.
I'm mad you just called me burnt.
No, I'm saying after the sunburn, you look glowy. You're not burnt. You're sun-kissed. Yes.
I look like a watermelon.
You look really cute. I love watermelon.
Hey.
Hi.
We're not getting paid to be this cute. Yeah, stop it.
This is just who we are.
No.
But yeah, we met on episode 4. And our anniversary is on the 16th.
No, for all the billions of dollars Google pours into YouTube, you think it'd be a stronger broadcast interface. I think it might be me. I don't know. It might be my computer, my programs. I did leave my computer running and didn't restart it, so it could be that too. But as long as you're not judging me for it, I'm okay. He said, y'all better quit playing and put everything y'all just said into lyrics. New song on iTunes. It said, child, let me sub to this Patreon real quick. Turn up. I'm back. Oh, I see. We're live here. Damn, I'm slow. We're supposed to be live for both, but if Twitch didn't come back, I'm sorry. We'll see how it works.
I didn't know you could stream both at the same time.
It's machine washable, darling. That's a new feature. I never look to the past, darling. It distracts from the now. I love The Incredibles so much. You want to watch it?
Yeah, we can watch it later. After you're done.
Okay.
Don't rush off.
No, I do. You guys, you don't understand. When she comes back home, I want to hang out with her. She works so much, so I don't get to see her as much. Was that from Project Runway? No, that's The Incredibles.
Nothing. I was just reading. I took off my contacts so I can't see.
The chat box is blocking your beautiful face. Can you come to the other side?
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Hey, man.
That's my good side, though.
Huh?
Yeah.
This is every side is your good side. What are you talking about?
This side is my, like, meh side.
Dimple ding on 3. 1, 2, 3. Ding.
I was confused into which way to put my head, so I
It's always to the right.
Okay.
You always whip it to the right.
I'm a bad Stan.
Mm.
I'm gonna go again. We can do it again if you want.
All right, take 2. 1, 2, 3. Ding. It works.
Yes. I'm good.
Our kids are gonna be so goofy looking.
They're gonna be so weird.
They're gonna be so weird reading every single Harry Potter book and playing every single Sim expansion pack.
Ooh, yes. We're gonna have
They're
so
gonna.
many
Oh,
apps.
I'm gonna build their first computer when they turn 3.
That's gonna be perfect. Baby, do you see my glasses? Have you seen them?
Which one? They're probably by the bed.
Just ignore me in the background.
I don't really like Patreon and be playing with my checking account. So, do you have another outlet through which I can send coin? Cash App. It's $iHeartbeat. If you ever just want to buy me a coffee, I'll add that. I'll start adding that to the tags if that makes anybody feel better. But that always helps. I'll sit here and then build computers and then get hungry, and then it's always nice. But don't feel obligated. I figure when I have like something to show, more people will want to support the idea But right now, I don't want to steal anything you got going on, but do know anything that's given always helps. It helps me to be able to like invest into things to make this better. Ooh, this is so refreshing. I love that she always brings me back knowing that I want it. I can't want to create a sim or build a house, but Heart will push the kid away to take it over. No, they're going to have their own means of being able to use their own computer if that's what they truly desire. Okay. All right. So because I keep having stream issues, because it was a decent conversation and I was able to show a little bit. Thank you, Legion. Thank you so much for that $20 Cash App situation. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I feel so good in the mouth. But I am going to go ahead. Hey, if you won't pay me to work for you, I'll just pay you to make me shit. To make you shit? What do you need me to make for you? Yeah, hit me up. What do you need? Oh man, this froze. Instead of Yanti series. Okay, well, if you want to put like a full-on budget behind it all, what could we do? I don't see. All right, with the way things are written right now, Legion, I don't need to do a Yanti series because we get introduced to Yanti a lot sooner than you think we're going to. The main characters of this first season is Bet, Genie, Yanti, and Zane. They're my mains, right? In terms of the storytelling and writing of all this. These are the ones that we're going to end up caring about the most out of everything. While these people have other characters attached to them, like Bet and Genie's son, Genie's brother's Derek, their neighbors being Dimitri, Red, Tracy, and them. They're important too. Yes, they're in scenes, but that's not going to be the main focus. You know what I mean? So we are going to see so much more of Yanti and the Enterprise sooner rather than later. Used to watch you regularly on You Now and wanted to say it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well too. I haven't logged on You Now in so much time. That we need a Genie OnlyFans. So Gemini does have an OnlyFans page. I just have to figure out what to post on it. Is that, are you coming back with the Sims series? Not with the Sims. It's going to be in Blender. I strongly advise watching the whatever is labeled live stream #1 on this on the Sim Live in Color channel. Yo. I want my money back. Oh, I'll give it back to you. Do you want me to send it back to you? I'll give it back. Can you listen 6x6 by Central C on stream? Are you promoting some art? They said, "Oh no, I was just playing." Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I will always, if you ever want a refund from me for anything, please let me know. I will kindly send anything back that you need. Thank you for that. Feels nice. Feels nice to know that you care. Oh, man. Ooh. I feel like I'm being obnoxious slurping this thing. You see, I'm almost done. I finished these things like Vivian from Bebe's Kids. Oh, Vivian. Oh, heifer with the broke down backs. Is that I genuinely believe in your work and what you do. I will invest in your work however I can. I appreciate that. But I know I got a ways to go. So if you missed anything that was talked about in this stream, there's 3 different videos. I apologize for that. You can just rewatch the streams, kind of catch up on what was discussed. I'm not seeing myself physically working on the show while I'm live, as having like a bunch of just electronic problems for some fucking reason. It's annoying. But I'm glad that I was able to catch up with a lot of y'all. I'm glad I was able to answer a lot of y'all questions. It's like, no shit, if you could invest a full budget, I would. I know most of y'all could. I know it would if you could, you know what I mean? But it's okay. We've been working this long on it. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, baby. We've been working this long on it. Let me make Cold Heart a moderator on here and Legion a moderator. Here we go. But what was I saying? It's always a joy to catch up with y'all and to answer whatever questions that y'all do have. And hopefully, I can't believe my birthday about to come up again. The years are just going by, man. It started from the bottom, now we're here. Is it bottom? Man, I don't know. But like I said before, I'm doing my best with these voiceovers, but I just doing everything that I can to not have to bring anybody else on unless I can contribute to them being on here. And then, like, whoever, if I did get voice actors, I don't even know if y'all would fully accept who I decide to get. And I know it helps. I know it gives a bigger dynamic. I think it's even more impressive when you are able to work with a huge group of people to make something come together. Not me doing this shit by myself. Like, maybe doing it by myself and then it being so one-dimensional to where it can't get better just because it's just me, you know. I don't want that, but at the same time, working with others is such a pain when you want certain things done at a certain point in time. Is it Trey's fine ass needs to do some voices? He is a voice, but it's a thing. Demi and Trey are going to help me in the ways that I do need it. Like, if 2 characters are talking, they sound way too similar, then they're gonna help. Okay. Is that for you? My dream is to have a writer's room. Turn up. Turn up. Whew. What are you drinking? A strawberry banana smoothie. I told you, Heart. I just want to be a part of the history of the show if you saw fit. I am always told I have a unique voice, 1 penny a day. Oh, I'm fine with it. That's what's up. But nah, just, you gotta let me have this, man. You gotta let me be able to earn something from it to be able to give back, okay? You just that's the one request that I asked. That's all, okay? But what was I gonna say? It, like, anybody who's been a Patreon from this from the point it started all the way up until, you know, ever since we opened up a Patreon page up until now, while people who are sponsors will get a shout out every single episode to submit their legacy and their name in the project, there is an episode, I'm not gonna tell you if it's in the beginning or the end, where every single patron who's ever supported thus far is gonna have some screen time and some credits, you know. Regardless, I planned on doing that in general. So if you want your name to be etched into whatever it is that we're doing, you have an opportunity for it right now. But you following is enough until we have something to show later. So do not feel obligated, okay? But just letting you know. And on that note, okay. God damn it, what the hell? I don't know how their messages are still making it through. I just feel like a Mormon just knocked on our door. Okay, what y'all want? I feel like we're blasting Lil Nas X while a Mormon knocked on our door just now. Like, we heard ding dong, and then we opened the door. Call me when you want. Call me when you need. Call me by your name. I'll be on the way. Are you ready to accept Jesus Christ as our Lord and Savior? I don't know what the fuck they say. There's a script right in front of me, and I'm not going to read it. You know, I just feel like they just walked into the gayest room on the goddamn planet expecting me to give a fuck. I'm sliding down a stripper pole to hell, and this Mormon come knock on our door. What's wrong with them? All right, man. On that note, I'm gonna go ahead and dip. Spend time with my fiance. Call it a day. Call it a day for showing my face online with my burnt skin. I appreciate y'all coming through though. For real, for real. Sorry for the stream problems. I will try and do better. Okay. But y'all take it easy. All right. Ooh, but y'all take care. Ooh, sorry. Ooh, I sat here and just finished that whole smoothie. He said, "You're all beautiful. Just wanted to pop in and say so." Thank you, Devin. Appreciate you coming in and letting you know that a hoe's beaut. Turn up. Thanks, Jasmine. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, let me not make any promises for the next time you see me, but I am glad that I got to come on here and talk to y'all about it a little bit more again. But thank you for the hypeness. Thank you for the encouragement. And thank you for keeping me going for all of the months and years that I've been trying to get going with all this. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night, evening, morning.
Whoop.